So it looks like the big women's MMA winner of UFC 228, who wasn't even at UFC 228, is Joanna Jedrzejczyk, man. Everything is coming up roses for this girl. Everything is coming up Joanna. I'm really impressed with the way that the way that the deck is falling. I'm really impressed with the way that the women's MMA deck is falling. Just generally, I mean, it was a bummer with flyweight and the fight falling through and us not being able to see Valentina go out there. But this thing is hitting a boiling point. It's seriously hitting a boiling point at the best time of the year, the end of the year. So, Joanna, why do I say that Joanna is coming up roses right now? I mean, just look at it. Just look at it, man. Joanna has, she lost it. She went schizo after the second loss to Rose. She literally had lost it. But she took some time away from the camera, away from media, and just doing her own thing, doing the fun things out in wherever she lives, Delray. Just doing fun things to enjoy herself, get away from MMA for a little while. And now everybody is calling Joanna. Joanna's name is on every single person's tongue, every single person's lips. And it doesn't matter what you're talking about. The only fight that didn't have to do it with Joanna is the Irene Aldana fight. That was it. But when Tatiana Suarez went out there and beat Carla Esparza, we all compared that whooping to the whooping that JJ gave Carla Esparza, right? Right? Did we not think about that? Like, dad, Carla ain't been beat like that since JJ. Back on everybody's lips. Then the Jessica fight came on, and Jessica clean knocked KK out. Ice cold. Almost flipped her ass with a punch. Literally almost flipped her, man. And what were people saying? First, Jessica was saying, well, KK kind of fights like Joanna, so I really wanted to test myself. Joanna's name again. And everybody, we all thought about it. We're like, man, JJ beat up Jessica Andrade easily. Joanna beat up Jessica Andrade easily. She easily handed her an L. It was a decision, but that's just how Joanna rolls. But yeah, we were all thinking about it. Tag, JJ beat up Jessica pretty easily, but she went out there and smoked KK. Right? Once we all saw Jessica Andrade, we all knew that there was no way that we could push Tatiana Suarez up the strawweight ladder too fast, because there's a brick wall right in her way, and that girl's name is Jessica Andrade, and she deserves a title shot next, and she's getting it. I believe she's definitely getting it. So, so there's that. There is that. It just kind of stopped Tatiana, and we said, okay, Jessica's getting the title shot. Who do we want to see Tatiana fight now? JJ. Everybody's been asking Tatiana Suarez, what do you think about the Joanna fight? That's what everyone's asking her. This is intense, man. I'm actually really loving the way everything came up JJ. Nico Montano pulled out of the flyweight championship fight. Who's everybody talking about for Valentina? JJ. This is just, and the fight didn't even happen. The fight didn't even have to happen. Because it doesn't matter whether Valentina fought Nico or this bullshit ended up happening where Nico, tucked her tail and ran. Everybody was still going to be saying JJ, because think about it. Valentina wins the belt from Nico. Who do we want to see her fight next? I mean, it was still going to be JJ. It's just the drama of it really set it up for JJ. I'm so surprised. It's interesting how the deck has fallen, how the cards are falling right now. It's coming up. This girl is getting, she's got a hell of a hand right now to play. And it has nothing to do with her talking all that shit, being negative, grilling people, just all of that she does. She's notorious for, literally getting inside of you, getting inside your head and your whole body pre-fight. She's notorious for that, especially with the Claudia fight. They had a serious beef, which just put JJ on the map as this little gangster. Yeah, as this little Polish gangster. But yeah, so JJ is the only JJ. I think she's the big winner. She might have just become the big winner of the night, and it had nothing to do with her talking crap. It had everything to do with her resume and her professionalism. Resume and professionalism. So shout out to Joanna Jedrzejczyk. Now, Joanna went crazy. Joanna really lost it after the Rose fight. I did a video about this girl just being delusional as hell. But she sat her ass down and she decided to be quiet. She listened to me. I said, come on now, you gotta reel it in at some point. She decided to reel it in, be quiet, sit down, and let things sort themselves out. And when they really have sorted themselves out, Joanna Jedrzejczyk is the one getting all the respect. Everybody, flyweight got respect on this girl. Strawweight got respect on this girl. Seriously, you have to look at it. She is on everybody's tongue. Joanna Jedrzejczyk can fight Tatiana Suarez. She can fight Valentina Shevchenko. She beat Jessica Andrade. She already beat Jessica Andrade. So if Jessica goes in there and beats Rose, then JJ can go right back and fight for a title. I just can't believe this. And the person who got the biggest knockout win, she beat that girl already. She beat her. Everything came up. JJ. Man, old thug. Oh, gangster JJ, man. Oh, gangster Joanna Jedrzejczyk. I'm happy for her, actually. I'm happy to see that maybe she might be coming back, getting back in there, because she is. She's a good fighter. We know that. She's a great fighter. And she is one of the people, in my opinion, who really pushed the women to rise to the occasion. She pushed the women's division. I think she pushed it way more than Ronda, in my opinion. She really did. She pushed it more because she's a true fighter, true athlete. She had striking, which is exciting. I'm sorry. Striking is just exciting to watch. And she'd be up there beating up girls with hands, just with combinations, putting a foot dead in your face. Teep kick. I feel like she really got the UFC to rise to got the women to rise to the occasion and the UFC to rise to the occasion. Right? All of these people who came after JJ, they knew that they had to be in there and kind of work a little bit harder, push a little bit harder, train a little bit harder, diet a little bit harder, right? Recover a little bit harder. I really do think that she's one of those pioneers. She talks too much, which is why she don't let us give her the respect because she's so busy giving it to herself. But the girl is exciting. I said that in my last video about her. She's exciting, even when she's crumbling apart, even when she's a nutcase. She's still exciting. So anyways, I'm not sure what I want to see from Joanna next. She could pick anybody. She could pick absolutely anybody, and it would be fine with me. Now, in terms of, my heart of hearts, I just want to see Valentina get out there as soon as possible. I really do. I think that she's the biggest victim out of this whole Nico situation. She's really the biggest victim, her and her team. So I'm hoping that JJ goes in there and fights Valentina. I'm hoping that they're booking that fight, Valentina Shevchenko versus Joanna Jedrzejczyk, and then do Jessica Andrade do Rose Namajunas versus Jessica Andrade. Throw it all on the 232 card. Throw it all on the 232 card, man. Just stack it. Stack that card with women's MMA. Now, we all saw the ratings come out for the prelims for UFC 228. I really hope that the pay-per-view did a little bit better, but chances are it didn't. Chances are it didn't do well at all, but we'll see. We'll see. If it didn't do well, it'll probably be a while until we see them stack a card with a lot of women's fights like that, because they always pick stupid reasons of why cards didn't do well. They're going to blame it on Tyron Woodley not being a draw, and then they're going to blame it on the women's fight. So whatever. The real reason why the pay-per-views don't do well is because the company bashes all the fighters. The company goes out in the streets and says, this fighter sucks, that fighter sucks, that fighter sucks, and they're all on our roster. Come and see them. The fight's going to be exciting. I mean, any person with half a brain cell would know not to watch the fight if everybody sucks. But anyways, I'm not going to rant on the UFC and Dana White right now. I can't. I'm enjoying. I want to enjoy what's going on right now, man. Everything's coming up. JJ, Valentina's looking at you. Tatiana's looking at you. You know, and it looks good. I think it's a real good look. I think that we're in for some incredibly exciting women's MMA bouts coming up at the end of the year. Do not sleep. Don't blink. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section.